Hi and welcome. My name is Dana and you're watching The Breakfast Show on TSL Nigeria TV.
So good to see you again. Welcome to The Breakfast Show. My name is Faith Imai, and today on the show we will be discussing plastic surgery. Now, under plastic surgery, we have reconstructive surgery and cosmetic surgery. But we are here for the cosmetic surgery because a lot of Nigerian women have been towing that part in recent times. I remember vividly when I was growing up, and when I see most of the American celebrities have a nose job or a Botox session, I'll be like, what's all this? We hear of stuff like Brazilian butts, and we're like, why would you go under the knife to, make yourself look prettier? Are you not happy the way God created you? But recently, one of the social media influencers and businesswoman, Laura Ikeji, underwent a nose job. And yeah, a lot of people have commended it. They say she looks better. I heard her complain that sometimes when she looks at her nose, she could see right through her nostrils deep down. So she decided to, get a nose job done. And Uche Lendu, an actress, came out to say doing a cosmetic surgery is the same thing as deciding to fix nails and eyelashes. I totally disagree, but I'll have to ask my ladies on the show today. I'm joined by Adana and Favor. How are you ladies doing?
Oh, good.
Fine,
good morning.
thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so do you agree with Uche? She said doing a cosmetic surgery is the same thing as deciding to fix eyelashes and fixing your nails, because if you have the money, go for it.
On every level, I disagree with her. And the funny thing is that this misconception is what she's feeding certain fans that would feel like, okay, how much even if you want to do the most luxurious nails or fix your lashes, blah, 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 you don't get to spend up to 1/4 of what you're going to spend on cosmetic surgery. So I feel that is really wrong on every level, and she shouldn't have to, mislead her fans that way.
For me, I think the point she was coming from was, when you have like short nails and your nails are not, looking good, you want to improve on them. You just want to make them look better and look nice. So if you're doing surgery as well, plastic surgery, you also want to improve something on your body that is not looking nice. So I guess maybe she was trying to compare.
Okay,
like,
you're not
the bottom line is it has a very temporary result, and you can choose to alter
exactly,
it.
you can change
alter it as many times as you want to.
Like,
So,
I'm going to even use myself for example. The very day I had my nails done, let me speak like the Americans, the day I had my nails did, I lost one. When I was trying to open my door.
To go back.
Yeah, I was trying to open my door and I lost one. I felt bad about it, but like, I considered how much I spent, not a lot of money. And I also said, it's something I can even decide right now to take everything off if I'm no longer interested. So you're coming from the angle of, if you want to enhance your body, you want to look prettier, you can go ahead and do it. If you want to put eyelash, if you want to wear makeup, I think it goes as far as that. Even to the outfit we put on. Some people can decide to wear flats, some people can decide to wear heels. But I think that a cosmetic surgery and a decision on nails and hair are totally different things. Even if you are looking at it from the aspect of finance, because that's like one aspect. The money you spend on cosmetic surgery is way higher than what you spend. If you do your nails like every other day for the rest of your life, I'm not sure you're going to spend as much. Exactly. Yes, because you even have the chance to switch colors. You do acrylic today, tomorrow you do plain nails. But if you're doing a cosmetic surgery, maybe you want to do like a boob job or a Brazilian butt, it's something that is going to stay with you. And if when people used to use silicone then and they take it out, I know how saggy their flesh used to be, so it changes the way they look forever.
Aside that, you could stay in the salon for an hour or two fixing your nails.
And you don't get a heart attack.
No, you don't have to go through a recovery process when you're done with your nails.
Right.
You don't have to sit down, or you're not exempted from sitting down for 3 weeks so that you could fix the shape and blah blah blah. You don't have to undergo that when you do your nails. So they are totally different.
You can show your nails.
I've seen unsuccessful cosmetic surgeries, and I've seen unsuccessful nail doings. But anyways, let's go straight to it. Adana, can you do a cosmetic? I know that plastic surgery has cosmetic and reconstructive. Now, for people who have had accidents, maybe burns or something, and their skin is not the way it used to, they can go for reconstructive surgery. I would say, okay, if you have the money, go for it. But let's talk about cosmetic surgery. Can you have like a boob job, a butt enhancement, a tummy, is it tummy talk? I mean,
Yeah,
tummy
tummy
talk.
talk.
Can you undergo that?
Personally, I feel people attach a lot of importance to their physical attributes, but there are a lot of things that you could actually do to make yourself feel better.
Please don't mention exercise.
No, I'm not even talking about exercise.
Or slim tea.
No.
Always trainer. Because I don't think those things work.
No, I don't think, even with the plastic surgery, I don't think anybody ever actually gets the perfect shape. You might look...
I think Dr. Makinwa looks good.
They do.
She looks good, but are you going to say her shape is perfect?
It's perfect considering how she looks.
50% of human beings might say, okay, it's perfect. 50% might say it's not perfect, but you don't actually get the perfect shape you want. So I would rather invest in other things. I'm not even talking about body right now.
Okay.
What about skills? What about using that money you could use for cosmetic surgery?
We're not talking skills now. Because let's imagine a woman, before you can afford a cosmetic surgery, it means you have you're somewhere financially.
That's the irony of life. Most of them actually have to borrow money to do cosmetic surgery.
No, well, if you have to borrow money, I think I have a problem with that.
So never forget that you have to go through a recovery process to actually get, be okay back to your health stand or whatever. Some of them have to forget that you have to go through certain maintenance procedures.
Okay, so you're speaking on a broad perspective right now, but I asked you.
Personally, now, no, I don't know what the future holds.
I think I like that. I think you're open for it in the future. People, would you undergo any form of cosmetic surgery?
Of course I will.
Why?
I will. Most times I'll talk about reconstructive surgery because there are, maybe after childbirth, you're not looking like
that's different.
That's still
cosmetic surgery.
That's still cosmetic.
So you want to look better and try to, look the way you were looking before childbirth. So it's something I'll embrace in the
future. If
the
rubbers is available, you do
if there's money.
Yeah. Okay, so we're still talking surgeries. Now I've seen situations where people die in the process, and it sounds like an easy task when you see the results, people's successful results, and you're like, if this person can do it. We have a lot of Nigerian celebrities who have done surgeries and have owned it. I know we have a lot more who have done it, but are saying, I used one waist trainer or the other. This is the slim T, the slimming T behind my slim waist.
Right now.
But I know Tonto DK has owned it with her full chest, and she has done a couple of surgeries, and she also mentioned that it's something that is addictive. When you do one, you want to do more. Toke Makinwa obviously has done, and she owned it. And I also have someone, Yabo Ojo actually came out too. She even
tummy talk. She did a tummy
talk. She talked about it. She said she didn't like the way her tummy looked, but she said her own surgery almost took her life. So there was something she said. She also said stuff like, if you want to do it, you should be aware of the risks that are involved. Now, a lot of people put this risk aside and just want to look good anyways, and they lose their life in the process. Do you think it's worth it?
I think if you want to do any surgery at all, it's life-threatening. So if you want to do any cosmetic surgery, there are factors you should consider. One is, why are you doing this? What's the motive behind this? Is it for you to actually look good, or you're doing it because maybe for a man? You should consider that. Then you should consider the surgeon you're going to use. Don't go for a quack at all. Because the end result will not be nice.
Every certified doctor would obviously tell you the risks, risk factors. And I think when you check the pros and cons, for me personally, I don't think my chest can hold, because I heard there's heart attack involved. In most cases, it's fatal, and even if it's not fatal, you end up living with certain implications and complications.
I saw liver complications.
Some people leak a lot of health issues. So check the risk factors. Is it worth it? For me personally, it's not. I don't think my chest can even chest it.
And even in 5-10 years from now, how are you going to look? Do you like the way you'll be looking in 5-10 years from now?
Because it's not like it's a one-off.
You have to.
I had to do a lot of research, because I was like, okay, if it's a one-off, maybe if I do it once, I know that okay, my body is set for life. It's a different scenario. But when I have to keep going, maybe after a 6 months period, and it's not like it's a free checkup, or I still have to spend money. So at the end of the day, you find yourself living life on the edge, I would say, because the money's, like you said, at this point, the money you would have used to invest in other things, you'll be using to maintain your body. So now this brings me to my next question. This is going to shake tables, but I want to understand the reason why. I know some people may say, why are we talking about this? It's none of our business. But someone out there may be thinking, I don't like the way I look. and may have one reason or the other. Now, we've talked about when you're done, you know, if you do an appendicitis, what do they call it? Appendicitis operation. You're taking something out, right? And if you're healed, you're healed. If you're cured, you're cured. If you do a fibroid operation, you're taking something out. If you're giving birth through a cesarean section, you're bringing your baby out. And after that, it's either you're having another baby or you're not having a baby at all. But in this case, if you do a surgery, maybe you do a boob job or you do something on your hips and your butt, you need to revisit the hospital to, to shape you and mold you. So do you think this is like an investment for some women? Because it's not a one-off. And you're still going to spend money when you go to the hospital. Do you think they do these things as an investment so that when a man sees them and the man is like, this one is looking good, though, maybe your price will go up, I don't know. So do you think it's an investment? Because when people say, I've invested in shares, I've done this in real estate, so people are investing in their body, whether we like it or not. So do you consider it an investment?
Well, if you call it an investment is something you profit from. So what's
you hope to get returns.
What returns
the undertone of what I'm saying is a lot of women, I don't know how to call them, but you know the kind of women I'm talking about. They do it because they want to look attractive for their prospective clients. So if a client sees that this one is quite sexy, she has a very small waist and big hips, decides to pay more. Now, inside the money that they pay you for a job, you can use it for your checkup, Abi. So do you think, do you think deciding to do the surgery in the first place
from
is
the
an
angle
investment?
you're coming from, since it's their kind of job, I think you have to look the part for your job.
No matter how much you enlarge your hips or enlarge your butt, somebody else will still go and enlarge more or increase more, and the other person's boobs or hips or breasts might end up still looking better. So if you say it's an investment in quotes, and you're willing to spend so much money to invest in your body and do other things, be ready for what comes after. I don't see you keeping 5 million or 10 million naira and you're saying it's enough for yourself. There are a lot of things involved. So if it's an investment, be ready. This investment is not ending today.
Are you working?
It is lifelong. So be ready to work really hard to keep it going.
All right. So we have what we do currently on the Breakfast Show. We actually drop a post on Instagram where you can drop your comments and be a co-host on the Breakfast Show. So we had a post up on Instagram yesterday, and thank you to everyone who actually dropped a comment. Now, it's Mildred_O says, it's all fun and games till I watched Botched, seeing all the complications one could go through just because of a surgery gone wrong or an after effect. It's really scary to me. I think I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
So before you decide to do this, you need to know about the after effect. That's why I asked that question, is it worth it? At the end of the day, some people would go for maybe an eye surgery and die. And they'll say, okay, he or she died trying to save his or her sight. But in this situation, maybe if you go for this kind of surgery and you die, and I say,
but
she died trying to get bigger
has
boobs.
Complications. It has complications.
Every surgery
just like
has complications,
that you talked about.
I would rather...
If you died from a cesarean section, you died trying to have a baby.
I would rather undergo a surgery where I know, okay, it's for something else than just to change. I think I'm confident enough with... I think the major issue here is lack of self-confidence, inferiority complex. A lot of things you see on social media, everybody has killer curves, everybody shapey and other, and you want to fit in. But there are other things that you can actually do to boost your self-confidence. It doesn't just have to be about your body. I don't have a perfect shape. I know a lot of people have better shapes, but I have a lot of things that I would want to offer that would make more people, not just based on my physical appearance. There are other things that you could give as a woman that is not just about your physical appearance.
But the world is becoming a crazy place where people would look at you first before they want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why a lot of people are investing in their looks.
Their body,
because they want to look good. Then when I look good and I smell nice, they want to tell me hi, right? So I don't just want to look shabby. Even if I know I have a big tummy, a flat bum, I want to have a slim waist, a big bum, even if I'm not using it for the kind of the jobs I talked about earlier. Because we've seen different people, someone like Tonto DK, she's an actress, she's now a Goodwill ambassador, she's doing different things, she's a philanthropist, but she had her body done. Iyabo Ojo, the same thing. She's an actress, but she had her body done. Tokema Kinwa is a media personality, but she had her body done. So it's not just the street people that are looking for great bodies.
Besides, who want to wait to hear you talk and know how intelligent you are?
You know, there was a quote I saw.
Before you
Someone said, good character, you can't see good character So look good first before we know the kind of person you are. But that's on the side. Now let's take this other comment. This is from Charles Oporum 1. Charles Oporum is saying, well, I'm indifferent to it. I probably wouldn't do it because I don't really need it per se. I think he's saying this because he's a guy. As long as there aren't any implants, then you can go ahead with minor procedures. When we talk about minor procedures, we're talking about okay, you mentioned something about the ear, but I'm not sure that's
ear
that's
pinning, when you have really wide ears and you just want to reduce
But if I
it.
have a wide ear, I'm not sure that's the problem. Oh. It's not supposed to be a problem.
Most people are not doing
Because
it.
you
Most
don't
people are not
have
doing
it,
it
you
because
don't know how they
to,
feel.
they want to be accepted. Or they want, like you said, you want people to accept you or you get better jobs. Most people are doing it just to fit in what social media has tagged appropriate or what social media has tagged killer shapes, killer curves. So I don't see a problem. When you have wide ears, it's not a problem. When you have, I don't know why people want to.
It might not
You
be a
can
problem
never
to
ever
you.
look perfect. You can never
Or
ever look
maybe
perfect.
some wide ears. Oh my goodness. The ones they call like, this is called antenna or what?
Everybody has a lot of imperfections. I have a lot of imperfections, but I'm
But
choosing
if they
to
don't
own
feel,
it.
if they don't feel good about it, it's okay.
If you don't feel good, remember that those people that can change it have the financial means to do so. That's what I'm even focusing on. You can't just invest few millions of naira into your body and you expect to get the result that somebody spends probably hundreds on her, but and she still has a lot of change in her account. That if she wants to still go back and do more tomorrow, she can go back. Okay, for example, we have celebrities that have had issues. Maybe one hip looking better than the other hip.
Round, the other one is square.
They might wait for a recovery process of 6 months, 1 year, and still choose to go back to change it.
To correct
if you use your last 10 million or last 5 million naira to go and do surgery, and one is round and one is square, where are you going to get the money to continue
to keep at it? I would just stand on what you said earlier. You mentioned low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I just think agree with you. You know why? If I have a problem with the way I look, maybe my shape, I have a big, tummy that's, flappy and all stuff, and I decide to get it done. When I'm done and my tummy is okay, I'll discover that I have the kind of legs that
it's an addiction.
Like.
It's an addiction, definitely.
The moment I see that my legs are not straight enough,
from one
I may say, can I get like a leg surgery done? Yeah. Then I'm done, and I now discover that my nostrils are wide. Wow!
I'm glad Tonto Dike pointed it out. It's an addiction.
How do I go about this?
You can do that.
If you see pictures of women who have been constantly doing surgeries, to me, I don't consider them beautiful.
They look too plastic. They look too cosmetic.
Especially the foreign sisters. They just look funny.
They look funny.
At the end of the day, you just see them and know that this one has undergone a lot of surgeries.
I think you were saying something about pointed nose and how we are complaining of racism when we were the ones inflicting it on ourselves.
We are the ones bringing it upon ourselves because it was never really a problem.
Never a trend before, but
you having like your flat, wide nose was like
rock it.
Highest they will call you is what? Oxygen consumer. If you step into a room, they're like, please don't come and finish the air here. But if you're beautiful, you're beautiful. I think it's about time we appreciate the way we look. Yeah. We appreciate the way. I'm not saying I may not have a few surgeries. Yes. In the future.
But you should be financially capable.
I will be financially capable. I'm not going to use my last card to do a surgery. That's one. Secondly, I will be fully aware
of the risks.
Of the risks that are involved. I would know that, okay, I'm about to kill myself off the books. So yeah, it's a 50-50 thing. Yeah. And I would also know that it's not a one-off. Yeah. When I do the first one, I will have to constantly visit, the doctor. Do I have that time? Because a lot of people may say, I can do it. But growing up, you're someone who would never want to go to the hospital.
I hate injections till today.
I still have friends who would say,
shake when I want to take injections.
Don't worry, I will work out and lose all this fat. And I will tell them, I've never known you to be a fitness enthusiast. Do you think it will just happen overnight? No. If you want to be used to it, if you want to do workouts after having a baby, I need to see the commitment right now.
Yeah.
So I just
celebrities too. I don't think they should continue misleading us. When you're done with your surgery, you come out and you're wearing waist trainers to tell us that.
Ladies alone, the guys, they do it too. They do this their hair transplant.
I think that one is reconstructive.
Celebrities,
it's the same thing like putting on wigs.
That's the end goal. They still want to look good. If you have bad health.
Definitely. Whatever it is you want to do to look good for yourself, even if you want to look good for the people around you, I think it's essential you do so. But consider the risks that are involved so that we will not cry over you because of breasts or bum. Yeah. that sounds crazy, yeah, but I think we need to, you know, be truthful to ourselves after the procedure is done. Don't come out here telling us it's one slim tea or one waist trainer or the other, misleading people, make people spend a lot of money buying waist trainers. If you did a surgery and it came out nice, I like what Iyabo Ojo did. Come out and say you did a surgery, talk about the risk involved, and, you know, everybody will move on. Don't come out acting like, oh, you're the most hardworking person in the room. You did workouts here and you did workout there. Well, I would say I'll do a surgery. The answer is I don't know when. But somehow, I'm definitely sure. If I have the resources, of course, I'd give it a try, you know, fix some parts of my body here and there. It's as much as we can take on the show today. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Do not forget that this conversation continues on YouTube and on Facebook at TSL Nigeria TV. Like all our social media pages, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed in the past. Thank you so much. I see our subscribers are growing like mad. Like they are growing and they keep growing, and it makes me really excited. So we'll have the question for the next show on Instagram. Do well to check it out. Have an amazing rest of the day. My name is Faith Imai. Toodles.
Stay connected to TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.